taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound us around me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like.
Coach, there will be time for reflection, certainly as the season goes on, but for what might be the final time in the East Bay, it is opening night of the NFL season here in Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go to wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Monday, down, 185, Purdue. Defense all day,
This thrown quickly out to Jones. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Well, unless there's a postseason meeting later in the year, this is most likely the final time that the Broncos and Raiders will play in Oakland. Of course, so much history between the two since their inaugural season in the AFL back in 1960. Broncos and Raiders have been locked together in the same division, facing off twice a season. And this rivalry also stands as the most common pairing for Monday night games like we have here, 18 times, the most of any two teams. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a guy coming off a strong rookie season, Gus Edwards. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Down, 180.
51, Mike. Mike 51.
618. Bravo. White. General West.
Check 13.
From the gun now on third down. Carr got a man. It's complete. Williams. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Get that ball. Chief. 734.
Hey, Delta.
Kill.
Chopper.
Take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Hunter Renfrow, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
Block and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
6-6. Pull it high. Hey, exit.
Check Mike.
Yep.
Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Yeah. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke.
Let's get off the field.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. I'm off. You better bring it. Hey, check that.
Lock now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On the ready.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Team 6.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. He was looking for Matthews that time.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Todd Davis, the Broncos' leading tackler last year, up to make the stop.
At the Broncos' 39-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, we're good. We're 180. Check Mike 34. Mike 34.
Carr going to throw. This one into the hands of Hurd. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. It's caught. Jones. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 16.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. You know, we get that double A gap look. This time he got too eager and got too deep into the backfield.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
They'll try the left side. Hurd. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Switch it. Move that down. Watch the shift.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Well, getting close to the end zone, and you know that rookie wants the ball back. He's looking for his first career touchdown.
He certainly is, and you just wonder with the coaching staff, is it trusted in this early? Or are they trying to get him going, give him confidence early in his NFL career? Either way, they want him to score.
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Watch the pass. 734. Check 99.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down. The kick by Carlson is good. Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Going up top. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lock. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down.
At the 29-yard line.
Right down. You ready?
Check in, check in. Watch the curl, watch the curl.
Now a give, right side. Hurd. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Down. 180.
Know your job. You got double time.
Hey, 7:30. What's up?
Check. 4.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the dump-off at second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 11-yard line.
Monday, down. 185.
Let's get off the field, B. Let's get off the field.
Express. Easy. Kill. 280.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Carr to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Check hot route.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Adam Gotsis, the Aussie, with a sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they left little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride. When they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean, they want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Forced out to it, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Cleveland Farrell brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Another try after the first down sack. Lock. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. And pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Line of scrimmage is the 8 on 2nd and 8. And to give this time to the tailback. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning.
Will. Lucky. Watch out. 29. Watch out. 6.
Now Carr looking downfield for Jones. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll make it second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Flush to his right. Airing it out for Hamilton. It got his man complete. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Locke. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. Back deep for the Raiders, Jalen Richard. Now this is fielded in the end zone. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Hey, check Mike 21.
On first down, Locke. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
45's the mic. 45's the mic.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
29.
To throw on 3rd down. Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s. We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Max Crosby bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Lock to throw on 2nd down. Got a man that's complete to Hamilton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down.
Ready. H3 Gators. X3. 218. Chop. Let's go.
Clock now on 1st down. The completion to Ritta. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make this a 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Clock now to throw. Being chased out left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Sua Cravens in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Sua Cravens with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Yep. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hurt. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Whenever you see a team deciding to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, as a defensive player, my mindset is we've got them now, and that's why they dialed up the blitz and got after them.
But occasionally, you want to pass it on 3rd and 1. I mean, not a lot for sure, but sometimes just to keep the defense guessing.
Oh, no doubt. You want to break tendencies as you go along with the game because you don't want them to just say, oh, 3rd and 1, we know exactly what they're going to do. But in this situation, as an offensive lineman, as a running back, I want to know why I didn't get the football.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Lock. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Well done from a safety to come up there at the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle, too.
Yeah, he actually played into his position, didn't he? He's the strong safety. That means being near the line of scrimmage, cleaning up the run game, almost an extra linebacker, and he relishes the opportunities to put a big hit on a runner.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On 1st down, Hurd. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
This complete to Jones. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 25 yards that time. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 11. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider 1st.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Edwards now on 1st and 10. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Jerry Atauchu brings him down. Throwing on 2nd down. Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. And it's 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jalen Hurd with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go back to Riddick. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
An effective 7-yard third down conversion. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Get it.
Throwing on first down. Lock. This is Riddick on the screen. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
59's Mike, 59's Mike. Check, 59. Too low, cut.
Topper. Big grip.
Riddick with a carry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. I like the way I said that, in his defense.
In his defense, I got it. Yeah.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
White down. White. White down.
They'll run on first down. Hurd. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Now Carr. Caught by Jones. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
It's a gain of 8. And the Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. On On first down, Richard. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.